every time I see a man or woman with a severe mental handicap. The incredible cry that is coming from them, what I would call the primal cry, which is, do you love me? It's a very deep cry. And you find with people with mental handicaps, this is their, do you love me? Why have I been abandoned, or has my life any value? Somewhere this cry of, do you want to be my friend, touched me. I began visiting asylums, hospitals, different institutions, families, and I discovered an immense world of pain which I had never could have imagined. So I discovered all this world which I hadn't even imagined existed. And it seemed very clear to me that Jesus was asking me just to take one or two men and to start living together. So I was able to buy a small, broken-down house, and I welcomed two men, Raphael and Philippe, from an institution. Raphael had had a meningitis. He couldn't walk very well. He couldn't speak very well. Philippe had had an encephalitis, one arm paralyzed, one leg paralyzed, living in a world of dream, but also with quite a severe mental handicap. We began to live together, and I did the cooking, so we didn't eat very well. We did everything together. We cooked, we worked in the garden together. We fought together. We prayed together. We forgave each other. And so a whole sort of journey began. Little by little I began by thinking that I could do good for them. But then as the days and then the months moved on, I began to discover what they were doing for me, transforming me, changing me. I thought I was going to teach them something, and suddenly I was discovering that they were teaching me quite a bit. When Jesus says, whoever welcomes one of these little ones in my name welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me welcomes the Father, or the one who sent me. And when Jesus says that I was in prison and you visited me, I was sick and you visited me, I was naked and you clothed me, I was hungry and you gave me food, I was thirsty and you gave me to drink. I was a stranger, I was strange, I was different, and you welcomed me. Well, it's really true. And I never knew this. I mean, I'd read it in the Gospels, but I didn't know what it meant. And I must say that there is what I've learned from people like Eric, that what is important in human relationships is discover that God has led us together. I feel that very clearly for myself, that it was Jesus who brought me to handicapped people. And I know the day that I welcomed Raphael and Philippe, I knew, and I know today, that it was an irreversible act. That in welcoming Raphael and Philippe, it was a covenant that I was entering into.